I repeat, I want a bench warrant issued immediately for the arrest of Dimitri Marick.
Your Honor, I object.
On what grounds, Counselor? Mr. Marick has admitted that he discussed the case with one of the jurors.
It's not Mr. Marick on trial here.
And there is no proof of any wrongdoing.
Your Honor, this is jury tampering and clearly illegal.
Your Honor, Mr. Marick ascertaining that his house guest had been selected as a juror and then perhaps having some conversation about it does not constitute a criminal act.
The prosecution is trying to prejudice the court against the defense.
How so?
By trying to make it appear as if the defense is conspiring to obstruct justice through Mr. Marick.
That was not my intention.
Your Honor, Mr. McLean never even mentioned the defense when he called for that bench warrant.
He implied collusion with our client.
I did no such thing.
Your Honor, I believe this plan obviously was one that Mr. Marick came up with all on his own.
Why on earth would he deliberately attempt to subvert the jury? To what possible gain?
Because he wants Miss English to go free. Because he's obviously in love with the defendant.
Your Honor, I resent the implication.
Down.
McLean has got no proof of this ridiculous allegation. And even if there was a romantic relationship between my client and Mr. Marick there, that doesn't mean that he's doing any kind of jury tampering or my client's involved in such a thing.
If she were, would you admit it?
Are you talking to me?
Quiet. I want order in this courtroom, or I will cite you all for contempt. Mr. Lavery, please return to your seat. Mr. Marick, kindly approach the bench. Now, Mr. Lavery has informed me that he spoke with you on separate occasions regarding this trial. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And did you give him any advice?
I told him to use his best judgment and without prejudice to render a verdict that was fair.
Another fabrication on the part of Mr. Marick, Your Honor.
Another?
Yes, Mr. Marick has already attempted to suppress the facts in this case on 2 prior occasions.
How?
The first was immediately following the shooting. He informed the investigating officers that he'd shot and killed the victim.
Jim Thomason was no victim.
Mr. Marick, I'm not going to warn you again. Go ahead, Mr. McLean.
The second was at the airport when Miss English attempted to flee jurisdiction on Mr. Marick's private jet.
That's not true. She was on her way to see our son in the hospital with Jackson Montgomery's permission.
And who, pray tell, is this man?
Your Honor, this is Miss English's ex-husband.
You may sit down, sir. Mr. Lavery, have you spoken with any of the other jurors about your acquaintance with Miss English or anyone connected with Miss English?
No, sir.
About her character or the crime of which she's accused?
Nope. Your Honor.
Then you won't mind if I poll the jury in my chambers to ensure that you're telling me the truth?
Go right ahead, sir. Your Honor, what's going to happen to me now?
I have half a mind to fine you for attempted subversion of justice to the tune of $10,000. But I'll let it go for now. You're excused. But I may recall you later for further questioning.
Yes, sir.
And in the future, I suggest you be a bit more forthcoming when called for jury duty.
No problem.
Mr. McLean, I will now rule on your request for a bench warrant.
Your Honor, may I say something before you do?
If you make it brief.
If you grant the prosecution's request, it raises the possibility of a conspiracy to obstruct justice. And at this point, it could seriously prejudice our case. Furthermore, Mr. McLean has not presented any proof of such conspiracy.
And no proof that Mr. Marick here had anything to do with Mr. Lavery being selected for the jury.
At this time, I will not issue a warrant for Mr. Marick's arrest.
Yes.
One reason being lack of proof of the allegation, as Miss Keefer so stated.
But, Your Honor...
The other reason being, I want Miss English to have a fair trial with a verdict that won't be overturned on appeal.
Thank you, Your Honor.
But there damn well had not be any further delays. Court is adjourned until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, at which time we will hopefully impanel an alternate juror and pick up where we left off today. So you'd better be prepared to give opening arguments tomorrow morning.
Just who the hell do you think you are, huh? How many lives do you have to destroy before you realize you are not God?
But, Jack, I could ask you the same question.
Trevor, listen, what was that about prejudicing the court?
I have to get that in case we go for a mistrial later. It's also the basis of an appeal.
Yeah, we don't want any opportunity to slip by us.
Yes, but if I'm found not guilty, then you don't have to worry about a mistrial or an appeal, right?
Right. Brooke, we just don't want to take any chances, okay?
With friends like Dimitri, you don't need enemies. Good news is, if he's trying to get you convicted, he couldn't possibly do a better job.
You were very, very lucky that that judge was so lenient. You try something like that again, it'll be a different
Montgomery,
story.
you're not ticked off because of Ryan Lavery. You can't stand the fact that a friend of mine is taking Erica away from you.
You know what's amazing to me? All that nonsense that you spewed at Bianca's therapy session was nothing more than that, was it? Just nonsense. You don't give a damn about Erica, or you would not want to see her with a man like Mike Roy.
Well, now, that is quite an assessment from a man as two-dimensional as the cardboard the dry cleaner puts in my shirts.
Wow, were you up all night thinking of that one? I'm really hurt. This from a man with absolutely no scruples, absolutely no morals. A kidnapper.
Wait, where have your scruples gotten you? When you watch Mike and Erica ride off into the sunset, do you think that self-justifying bent of yours is going to fill the hole in your heart? No, you don't have a heart. See, you're so busy being right about everything, you've forgotten how to be human. Brooke, if you're ready to leave, I'd be glad to give you a ride home.
She doesn't need a chauffeur.
Oh, well, I was just offering to have.
Yeah, I know exactly what you were trying to do. Why don't you do us all a favor and leave her alone?
Wait, are you still married to her?
She's the mother of my son. Is that a problem for you?
Look, just stop it, all right? Just stop. I have enough to deal with.
If Brooke's entire future weren't at stake, this would almost be comical.
You think her friends could put her away for life?
Look, enough is enough. I'm not going to tell you again. Would you just beat it? Get lost.
I'll leave when Brooke tells me
She
to.
did tell you to at the courthouse.
She told you the same thing, but here you
What
are.
is wrong
Dad.
with you?
What's wrong
Can't
with
you see that every single time you try to help her, all you do is get her in trouble?
Thank you, Tad.
You're welcome.
I can take it from here.
What?
You can go. I need to speak to Dimitri.
Oh, no, come on, this is nuts. Why do you have this blind spot where he's concerned?
Tad, I said I can handle
Brooke,
it.
this
Please
is not
go.
Fine. Don't blame me when you break out in hives.
No.
Come on in.
Glad you didn't listen to his garbage.
Oh, I listened. Tad is right.
What?
I know you're just trying to be a friend, Dimitri. But you're killing me.
Brooke, I am not trying to play Lancelot. It's just, damn it, I have the resources to take care of this.
Excuse me. Hello. Hi. Is everything okay? You what? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. No, it's okay. No, I can handle it. I'll handle it.
Bad news.
Oh, damn him!
Brooke, whoa, stop.
I'll kill him! I'll kill him! I will kill him! I will kill him! I'll kill him! What a thoughtless, selfish...
Brooke, what happened?
How could he?
What was the phone call about?
I can't even believe that he could do such a thing.
Who was it?
He's vile. He's sadistic. He's cruel. I could kill him. I could kill him. I could...
Look, open up. I need to talk to you.
You son of a bitch! You are the most selfish, unthinking fool I have ever met, much less had the misfortune to marry. Why did you do it?
Do what?
You told my son. You told Jamie that I'm on trial for murder.
Oh, my God, Chandler, couldn't
He
you
knows
keep your
everything.
mouth
He knows
shut?
everything. He knows about the arrest. All of it.
Child, what the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't tell Jamie anything.
I don't want to hear any more lies, okay? I've had it.
Brooke, I have not had a conversation with Jamie about you or anything else.
Well, then how did he find out? Dixie just told me. She called me. She said it came from you.
Well, I called Pigeon Hollow.
Oh, that's just great, Chandler.
I talked to Junior. I want my son home here for his own safety. I told him that.
What else should you tell him? That I was arrested? That I was on trial for murder? That I had a new name? I was called a fiancé killer?
I may have mentioned the situation to Junior. I had no idea he'd tell Jamie.
You had no idea?
No.
You had no idea that two little boys who are good friends are going to say something to each other? You can't be that stupid.
I was thinking of the danger to my family.
Yeah. It's always about you, isn't it, Chandler?
Camille Hawkins is out there somewhere. She hates me. She hates my family. She's going after us one by one. Stuart, Haley, Scott. The chances are Junior will be next.
Your son is in Pigeon Hollow.
And so may Camille Hawkins be in Pigeon Hollow
but you're not sure of anything, are you? Including the whereabouts of this woman.
What would you have me do? Wait to read my son's obituary to pinpoint Camille Hawkins' whereabouts? No, every time that woman surfaces, someone in my family is getting hurt. It's a miracle one of them hasn't been killed. That's why I came to see you. I want you to convince Dixie to let Junior come home to Pine Valley so I can protect him.
You want me to help you?
Yes. I've discussed it with Dixie. She won't budge.
Don't you realize what you've done? You've stolen his innocence. I sent my son away because I wanted to protect him, too. I sent him away to Pigeon Hollow so that he would be far away from Jim Thomason. And I made sure that Jamie stayed down there when I was arrested. I didn't want him to know anything about this, any of it. And you've wrecked it all. All for nothing. And now my little boy is down there and he's miserable. And he's confused and he's hundreds of miles away from his mother. And all he has are questions.
Well, then answer them. For better or worse, Jamie knows everything now. One phone call from you to Dixie. And Junior and Jamie can come back to Pine Valley.
That's why you told him. That's why you said something to Junior, because you knew full well he would say something to Jamie. You know what? I know now why Camille Hawkins wanted to kill you. I just wish she had succeeded.